I think truly the coolest part about living authentically is the confidence that comes with it. So let's talk about it. What up, guys? My name is Katie May, and I am your guide to building a brand based on authentic connection. If you don't already know, the reason why branding is so important is because it actually guides your actions in not only your personal life, but your business life as well. Your brand is just your values, your beliefs, and your story. The fun part about building a brand is you do get to base it solely on who you are as a person. You know, if homelessness is something that you value and you believe that everybody should have easy access to housing, it's going to guide your actions, you know. But if it's something that you think is okay, but maybe it doesn't have a lot of value to it, which is totally fine, it's not something that you're going to take a lot of action on. So we like to think a lot of the time that we are in complete control of our values and our belief systems. But once you can let go of that control and start to determine what your values and your beliefs are based on the actions that you take, you actually get to figure out who you are so that you can continue to build it from there. But where does confidence come in through all of this? So confidence is the ability to be yourself and to do things maybe with some fear, you know, but you're still willing to like show up and do it anyways. It's when you know the value that you add is greater than the fear that you feel. A lot of the times that fear is going to be because you don't think that you're good enough, you don't think that people will receive you well. And I've realized through my journey of figuring out what my values actually are, I don't care as much what people think. I had an instance the other day where I was talking to a family, and we got into talking about like stuff that means a lot to us. And Caitlin, like 3 to 5 years ago, would have been like maybe sharing some of the information, but not sharing a lot of it, thinking the whole time like, oh my gosh, like, are they approving of what I say? Do they believe in the same things that I believe in? Like, is it going to create conflict? Is it going to create an argument? And I would have held back a lot of information by what I interpreted their body language to be. However, now, I was able to just show up completely authentically. I expressed my beliefs, I expressed my values, I expressed just kind of the change that I'm hoping to create and see in the world. And I didn't care about their body language, and I didn't care about what they might be thinking of me. It made me so excited to talk about these values and these beliefs that at the end of the day, it didn't matter. And for me, this happened pretty recently, a couple months ago, and it was kind of a turning point where I realized that, like, oh my gosh, like, I am confident, you know, I am confident in what I believe in. I've said it enough times, I've expressed myself enough times, I've done enough, like, soul searching and deep diving and connecting that I get it, you know. And maybe it changes some odd years down the line, you know, but at least for right now in this moment, I have something that I can be confident in and confident about, right? And for me, that's super duper cool. And I feel like they received it pretty well, which also probably added to just like feeling good about it, which is super cool. But even if they didn't agree with it, I know the value in what I'm doing. I've seen the change happen in other people. I've seen the change happen in my own life. I've seen the beautiful impact that this can have just for people. And I truly, truly believe in what I'm doing. And now, because I have this belief system about my values, that what I'm doing is worthwhile, it doesn't matter anymore if people agree with me or not. These are my values and my beliefs. However, that doesn't mean that I'm closed-minded. I love engaging in conversations and discussions, and I love intelligent people that will talk to me about things, about their experiences, and change my perspective a little bit, you know? I'm still pretty young. I still have a lot to learn. I hope that I can continue to be a student throughout the rest of my life, and that I can keep this same mentality, even if it changes a little bit with time. And I know that because I am still learning, that I can still learn from other people. However, I do notice that if they do not have things in life that I'm looking for, right? If they don't have a work-life balance, if they don't have good relationships around them, if they kind of lack boundaries and something other in those ways, some things that are like really big to me like that, I will take their opinions with a very small grain of salt, because I can only take advice from people whose lives I want to live, because they only have advice based on their experiences and the advice that they've taken from other people. So if I take their advice, even if it was given to them from somebody else, there's a really big chance that I might end up in the same spot that they're in, you know? So unless they're giving me advice about a specific area in their life that I've seen them like actually figure out, I will listen to them, you know? We might engage in like a conversation, but other than that, not really. Because it's not worthwhile for me to take advice from everybody. It'd be a really big waste of time, you know? It'd also be a really big waste of energy when I can already start to recognize patterns in what they're saying and why it's led them to live the life that they're living. And it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It doesn't mean that they're making bad choices. It means that the values, the beliefs, and the story that I want to tell with my life is different than the life that they're living. And that's totally fine and totally okay. You know, we're all supposed to live different lives. None of us are supposed to live the same two lives. That's why honing in on your values and your beliefs is super duper important. I made a wrong turn. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little wacky Wednesday. If you guys are looking for any more help on just how to build a brand based on your authentic connection to yourself, the people around you, and the world around you, definitely click the link in my bio. I offer free one-on-one mentoring Zoom calls. In these Zoom calls, we're going to figure out 2 action steps that you can take today to start to build the brand of your dreams. So definitely click that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, plans to take over the world, click the Instagram link in my bio. I'm always open for discussions. Definitely give me a DM if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.